Hi, welcome to Demo Garage. I'm Steven, and in today's episode, we're going to begin the installation of the new fuel tank. So let me bring you along. So the first step is to empty the fuel tank. Unfortunately, it was about 3/4 full, and I made a huge mess pumping the gas out. So I've removed the fuel sending unit. It was just a matter of spinning this off. I've actually had it off recently as I had installed a new fuel tank sender. When I purchased the vehicle, the original gauge wasn't working, and I was able to repair it with a replacement of this sender from the 80s TVR website from England. That would be Andrew. I'll put a link in my description. I've also removed the filler neck that goes between the tank and the filler cap on top. And the next step will be to remove these straps and see what the previous owner has done as far as installation of this repaired fuel tank. So I don't know if you remember my maybe second video when I was showing all the parts that I had purchased from Gray's. But yeah, I've got a brand new fuel tank to put in here. It's even larger capacity. And I've got an idea in my head of fabricating some better mounts for it. Currently, I can tell that these are just bolted through the fiberglass floor because I can see the bolts, and I'd like to do something composite fiberglass. So let me get this tank out of here and I'll reassess. All right, bring it back. Okay, so I have the old tank out. A little bit of cleanup to do, and I think I can use these straps. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them, but I think I'm going to make some sort of a fiberglass cradle on the bottom, but I'm not sure yet. I need to figure it out. I don't like that it bolts through the floor and has screws sticking out. So whatever I'm going to do, I'll probably have some sort of a fiberglass and or wood cradle glassed into the bottom and then attach stuff to that. So let me show you what the new tank size is in comparison. I'll bring you right back. Okay, so the new tank is larger. That's probably coming across in the video, and it's obviously aluminum in comparison to the, I guess, galvanized steel. Let's see, let me get an in shot here. A little bit bigger in that direction, and a little bit bigger. Looks like these are about lined up there. It sticks out a little further that direction. So not too much longer, but definitely bigger in this volume. And then I don't know if you remember, but I have added these two ports for this one. If I ever go to a fuel injection, that'll be my return. And then this one is going to be part of my thought process on a charcoal canister for a breather. And then I guess this is the probably the fuel to the carburetor. And then this one would have been the original style vent. As you can see, the copper brazed on one there. Looks like I should probably solder on a ground strap. And yeah, so I think the first step is to kind of make a pattern of this end and then take it inside and kind of try and get my bearings and try and figure out the best way to make a mount for this new one. So I'll bring it back when I've got something more to show you. Thanks. Okay, I've got the original mounts out and cleaned up somewhat. I think I'm going to try and reuse these. They look adjustable for the new diameter of the new tank, and I've cut myself a profile. So now it's going to be a matter of setting this in here and figuring out what the profile of the bottom. So the profile should be the bottom of this, maybe coming up here, and then the inside would be the shape of that. So I'm going to do some CAD, some cardboard aided design. I think I can do both styles. And when I've got something a little bit closer to show you, I'll bring you back. Okay, so I was having a little bit of difficulty trying to determine where I'm going to want to put my new straps. It's difficult to say what some of my obstacles are. I definitely want the neck to line up somewhat, but I see down here that this may be some sort of a body mount, and I might have another one over here. Then I've got some details on both sides. So I think what I want to do is possibly have one body mount come in this general region so I can stay away from that body mount. I probably said body mount twice. This fuel tank mount probably in this general region. And then over here, let's see, I got a body mount there. So maybe in this general region. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the spaces here and here, remove the tank, and then I think I'm probably going to cut away some of this material so that I can get a good idea what's underneath it and try and CAD the profile of the bottom. This tank will probably sit a couple inches taller than it currently is when I've got the composite cradle underneath it. So anyway, I had the tank in there, and I thought I would shoot another quick video and give you my thoughts on new strap location. So let me bring it back. Okay, so here's my cardboard aided design, my CAD, and you can see I've got some strips of the sound deadening removed and the fiberglass cleaned up. So when I come up with the actual mount, which I'm going to attempt to make out of fiberglass, I can use thickened epoxy and glue them right to the surface. And then so that lower portion there is the cradle I'm attempting to make out of composite, and then obviously the round is the profile of the end of the new fuel tank. So I'm going to get to constructing the form that I'm intending to use to make that composite cradle. So I'll bring it back when I got something to show you. Okay, so it took all day, but this is the shape of the cavity that I'm hoping to make a composite cradle for the new fuel tank from. I'm just planning on filling this full with a slurry of cured fiberglass resin and chop strand, like I did. I made some molds and on a previous video on the bonnet. So this is the thickness I'm hoping to achieve, and I think I'm going to unbolt all these parts and put a layer of parchment or wax paper down and bolt them back up. I might run a little bead of hot glue or something to keep the resin from spilling out, but I'm hoping to get 2 good parts out of this, and they will be fitted in place after cured. So maybe I'll run some wax on the inside of these vertical surfaces. So this took all day. I think it looks pretty good, and I think I've got enough energy to fill the cavity once, and then I'll bring you back probably tomorrow night for the unveiling and see what happens, if this thing makes it through a second part or what happens, but I'll bring you back. Okay, so it's the next day in the evening. I'm home from work, and oh, that thing's, yep, that's heavy. All right, I used that as weight, and then I had a flat surface on top of that, and then I used a couple of sheets of wax paper to try and keep it from sticking. Okay. All right, that's looking okay. I think I'm gonna hit this top edge with a palm sander, and then maybe try and chip away some of this stuff, and then I'll bring you back when I'm trying to take these off. So yeah, so far it's looking okay. We'll see. I need to make one more part out of this, and I'm hoping to be able to take this apart. So I'll bring you back. Okay, I got the edge sanded down and a lot of this chipped away. I'm not sure how well this is going to come apart, but let me maybe try and do this one-handed. Maybe it'll go well. Oh, that's promising. Got one screw in there I haven't gotten out yet. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. I do think I'm going to need two hands. So give me 1 second. I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. That worked out pretty good. I think that's going to work out pretty well. This is the side that the straps will attach to and should match the radius of the oval fuel tank. And this is the profile that's going to match the floor bottom. And this will be towards the front of the vehicle. So far, so good. This is kind of what I had in my mind. And it's too late for me to mess around with it tonight. There's going to be a little bit of detail. I'll have to dress this in, do a little sanding to match the floor. But the mold has lived to make another part. And yeah, pretty happy with that. So in the next day or two, I'll try and reuse this mold and get a second one made. So I'll bring you back when I got more to show you. Thanks. Okay, so bringing you back for another clip. I've got these, both of these inserts or cradles poured, cured, sanded, as much as I'm going to sand them. And then these are the straps that were there when I bought the car. I think the previous owner told me they came from the marine or the boat industry. And I cleaned them up somewhat, stripped off all the plastic that was coming off of them. And I'm planning on reusing them. You can see I've got this one prepped. And I've got it drilled and countersunk because the straps have these fastener protrusions. So that fits pretty nice. It took a little work. You can see all the fiberglass dust. I'm planning on using this material as an isolator between the straps and the tank. Add a little bit of chafe protection, and it's got this 3M tape. So that'll be nice, and hopefully I've compensated for the thickness on that. And then I have these pretty much ready to be epoxied in. So that's kind of what they look like there. And they compensate for the floor sloping. So yeah, I'm gonna look at, this is late on Thursday. What is today? The 19th, I guess, December. Planning on epoxying those in. And I'm actually fairly close to having the new tank secured. I should probably look into getting a new filler neck there. But yeah, so everything's snowballing. Maybe I ought to think about doing my carbon filter canister. We'll see. But yeah, this fuel tank installation's looking pretty good. And I'll bring you back when I got something new to show you. Oh, there's the Orange County parrots. I don't know if you can hear them in the background, but yeah. So I'll bring you back when I have something to show you. Okay, I had another last burst of energy this evening and went ahead and finished installation of the stainless steel strapping, and went ahead and wetted out the fiberglass on the car and the contact patches of the new cradles. And then I thickened the remaining, I said epoxy, but I used the vinyl ester fiberglass resin that I assume the car is made of and what the cradles are made of, and thickened it and gunked it on there and put some generous radiuses on everything, and I gooped it on there. So these things are setting up, and I'm expecting them to be strong enough tomorrow to install the gas tank. I'll put the chafe guard rubber strips in there, and I've got my fingers crossed that I've accounted for everything, but I'm pretty pleased with this so far, and I'll bring you back tomorrow morning when I've got the tank installed. So wish me luck, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, she's in, looking pretty sweet. Very pleased with the fit and finish. Got the fuel sender back in. The straps are secure. Like I said, I've got this rubber chafe guard in there. This port's going to be for a future fuel injection if I ever get to it. I've got the factory vent for when I am filling the vehicle. I've got a new filler hose on order, so that ought to come in soon. This is the fuel pickup for the carbs. That port right there is going to be for a future video. I'm going to do my own charcoal canister, which I'm hoping to mount here, and then exit the vehicle through this vent. But that's a future video, as I say. Pretty pleased with how everything looks. Nice and professional, very secure. I'm happy with that. So with that being said, I think I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed your time and learned something on this video. Again, I know I did. And so thanks for joining Demo Garage.